So it's actually been a blessing because now all of us are getting a chance to mentor all at the same time. And we're able to switch up and you get to hear not just my voice, not just Tyrone's voice, not just Anthony's voice or Donovan's voice. And for the pandemic, we have definitely, the first 10 minutes of our mentoring meeting, it starts with COVID. Are they staying safe, making sure that they have everything that they need, their needs are being met. And right now, the kids are tasked with every day telling their mom how much they appreciate them. Reason being, excuse the thunder out there, it's raining down here. The reason being is in this difficult time, it's easy for a kid to get lost in how good they have it. Meaning, while this is going on, lights are still on, water's still running, food is still on the table. Your mom's not working though. Your mom's not working though. You're in the room playing the game all day long and she keeps bringing you plates and plates of food. But you don't know when she's sitting in that room alone and those bills are piling up and she's scared and she's stressed out because she doesn't know how this thing is going to end on up. Playboy, go in there and tell your mama thank you. Go in there and tell your mama thank you. Go take the trash out, go wash the dishes for her, take some of the stress off of her. Because us as parents, we're dealing with something while the kids are still playing. My kid's in the room right now playing games. But the real world is happening right now for us. So that's one of the things that we're making sure that the kids are doing. And we're instrumental in pushing that on the young men. But with COVID, we're asking those key questions. Are they washing their hands? If they're leaving, are they putting on a mask? If they're leaving, keeping it to a 30 minutes. I mean, you should be able to do anything in 30 minutes other than going to the grocery store with your mom. You want to go outside and shoot basketball for a little while, 30 minutes, come on back in. You understand what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that you can go outside and shoot basketball with someone. Some kids have goals in front of their house. Want to get out, shoot a little basketball, come on back in. But yes, absolutely, we are definitely still working with the kids and definitely talking about COVID in this tumultuous time. How could we not? This is very strange.
Yeah. Now, back to what I started with in the beginning, with the Ahmed Aubrey, I'm sure you have young men in your program who had those anxieties and fears that if I just go jogging or if I just run to the store and buy some Skittles and,
Right.
and what's going to happen to me, because I know, speaking as a mom, and I have a son, those fears are already there. I got to turn him out to the world, and I'm hoping that I've prepared him for everything so that, you can't prevent the inevitable, but, I'm hoping I've given him the right information and the right tools to make sound decisions in, any moment. I can't predict what's going to happen when he's there, but, I just want to give him those tools, and I'm assuming, like with your program, you do the same for your children, because it's kind of scary right now. Well, it's been scary for a while. So I just want to touch upon that. What do you do for the kids you serve, the community you serve?
Yes, and to harken back on that, what you said and what I said was history as a way of repeating itself. So if you have no knowledge and you have not educated yourself, you won't see the signs. And they'll be right in front of you, right? So this is what we talk about all of the time. In the situation where brother Ahmed, I don't know how to tell the kids you can't go jogging. I don't know how to tell kids, hey, you can't go to the store and grab Skittles and iced tea. That's one of those things where I just don't understand. But what I do understand is things that we can control. Okay? So before you turn that gun on someone that looks like you, think about Ahmed. Think about Brother TM. Think about him before you do that, because we need love of self. We need love of self in our community. And that's the reason why we're always marching and protesting, because we only get, when you see us marching protest, it's a small few. And then there's those people that's on the social media like, oh man, that's messed up. And then they off to the next thing, the next funny video. but knowledge itself, and we've gotten away from sticking together and fighting for something. And I'm so glad to see that the people have came together and fought for Brother Ahmad in the way that they did. So professional. They made us as a culture look good. It wasn't ignorant. They went looking for justice. They were smart about it. They came from it from an educated standpoint. And when the video was released, there wasn't the uproar like, oh, I can't believe, and just went totally ignorant. No, we got what we need now. Let's move forward with seeking justice. And the family is very classy. So I really appreciate that about Brother Ahmad's family. But to answer your question, I really don't know how to teach that. It's very, very difficult to teach young men how to do the right thing when they're doing the right thing and can still be killed by doing the right thing. It's very, very difficult. Yeah. But also too, to be aware of your surroundings. If confronted, try not to escalate. Try not to escalate because when you escalate, they're looking for the reason. And that reason is in the hood too. People want to test you. Try not to escalate. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. But to answer your questions, I really, with some of this stuff, I just don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. I'm going to tell you a story real quick.
Sure.
My family reunion. So I did everything right. I got permits, rented the truck, rented tents, got the grills, everything for my family reunion one year up here in New York. Did it at the beach, on the grass, on the lawn, not too far from the actual beach, but I wanted in a shitty area because we got a lot of older folks, and then we have kids, and we got to, be worried about their health and stuff like that. So at the end, when we're packing up and we're actually leaving, when it's over, the police comes to us, and they said, we heard that there was a loud noise and all this other commotion. And we're like, no, it's not us. We're leaving, and we weren't playing any music or anything like that. It actually was another group, like on top of a hill where there's more houses in the residential area. And my brother gets upset, and he confronts the cop. So now the rest of the family that's there moves into the police. And I never thought about it until my aunt she says, take a look from the other side. If you're a white male cop and you have a group of black people approaching you, how does that look? He's probably intimidated.
Already.
The cop knew my mom. So he's like, I know you. And she's like, I know you too. Because my mom worked at a grocery store for 45 years. So everybody knows my mom, everybody that's came through there, even kids, whatever, as they've grown up, they've always seen my mom. So that diffused the situation, but it had escalated really, really quickly. It wasn't intentional. It's just that we all moved in to find out what was going on and to try to figure things out, what was happening, why is the police here, what's going on with my brother, because he had, started getting upset. And that was the first time I had to look at it from the other side and say, okay, it may have been intimidating. And if he would have done something, God forbid, thank God he didn't, but if he would have done something, would he have been justified in saying they surrounded me or they crowded me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't want to try to put fuel to the fire. You just want to, so it could be, and I don't think a lot of times our children get to see that or hear that. I tell my son, if you're pulled over by the police, if you're detained, whatever the case may be, let them know. You need to speak with your attorney. Whether you have an attorney or not, call me. Call me, call your uncle, call somebody. Let them know. What am I being charged with? They don't want to give you anything. I need to speak with my attorney. You don't say anything. I need to speak with my attorney. I have the right to an attorney. I need to speak to my attorney. So it's like just arming them with just a little bit of information so that the situation isn't escalated and you still get what you need at the end of the day. You have the right to a phone call. If you're able to get a phone call, then you make your phone call and then we'll take it. And I think, unfortunately, um, a lot of people don't know um, some of those tools. And I feel bad because I'm like, um, there's a lot of our kids that don't know and they're ready to be oppositional to
Mm.
authority. And I'm
Yeah,
like, you know, that's not the way to do it. I can understand how you feel and your frustrations, but there's a different way, you
that's right.
know? And
That's
like,
right. Give them the reason to say this is justified. That's what they're looking for. They are looking to bait you in and then say,
yeah,
he went crazy. It's justified. No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
They surrounded me. They did. He looked like he stole a banana. I don't know anything,
Yeah,
because right now people making up anything.
that's
They
right.
can give me any reason.
That's right.
So, uh, so yeah, I just wanted to share that little bit of information because I don't think we ever hear from the other side. Even though the cop didn't say that, my aunt was the one that was like, "Look, we got to be cool," because the temperament of the country right now is not where it needs to be. But I want to go into something else because I saw a fundraiser on the page. Is that
Yeah.
still active?
Yes, yes, yes. So what you're looking at right now is Give NOLA. This happens once a year here in New Orleans. Give NOLA is 1 day of giving, but you can give all the way up until June 2nd. Usually it's May 2nd, but due to COVID, they pushed it back a month. But you can give all the way up until June 2nd to the organization, which it's been great. I love it. Um, People give what they can, and I truly get it, and I understand it's just a tough time with COVID. But yes, absolutely, you can donate through that, or you can go to our website and hit the donate button if you would like to donate to the organization. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Are you looking for a certain amount that you would like to raise or anything?
So I think what we had set right now is 50. I think it's $60,000 that we're trying to meet um, for Give NOLA this year. Well, with that 60,000 that we're trying to meet, we'll definitely take care of all of the rides for the kids, if not for 2020, but at least 2021, because we have Howard University, and we were supposed to come up there and see you because we were taking the kids to Cornell, and also going to Roosevelt Island there in New York. Yeah, we were coming up to visit Roosevelt Island. There is a very, very a good organization up there called Open Doors. You guys check them out. Like I said, we embedded in the streets, so we find the streets wherever we at. Open Doors deals with guys that have been shot and paralyzed, and they're wheelchair bound, whether they're quad or paraplegic. So super duper dope organization, and these brothers are doing phenomenal. They lost one of the young brothers that's in the Open Doors project due to COVID. So God bless that brother. Um, but yeah, we have Howard, and we also have UCLA and USC coming up as well.
Mm.
So yeah, so that's we use all of the funds that, and I'm pretty sure like anyone, if you watch our Instagram, you can see we're moving around with these kids a good bit. And right now we're getting ready to issue the kids laptops right now due to COVID, so that we can stay in contact with each other. A lot of the kids are using their mom's laptop or using their phone to Zoom or anything. Just
Mm-hmm.
you don't understand people's situation. Not everybody has it. I didn't used to live like this. I really did not. So, um, so we're making sure that we create and be able to provide those resources for those kids so that they can not only be sufficient and moving forward right now due to COVID, but moving forward as well, going into the secondary education and going into higher education. I mean, what better to have than your own laptop when you get there versus having to use that loan check and get in debt while you're there trying to buy a laptop. So some of these things that we can alleviate from the get go. Yeah.